Hi, my name is Delana Gonzales,
My name is Felix Roy.
and today we will be presenting Big State Small Scaly Package, Monitoring Techniques of the Texas Horned Lizard. So the Texas Horned Lizard is a small spiny lizard that can be found in the American Southwest, and their habitat consists of arid and semi-arid rocky regions. And the monitoring and capture of this lizard has proved difficult in the past due to their cryptic behavior, small size, and intermittent dispersion. This has caused a lack of understanding when it comes to their conservation status and even their population dynamics. And the aim of our poster is to assess and provide recommendations for the most suitable monitoring techniques.
So the two most common monitoring techniques currently used for the Texas horn lizards are radio telemetry and pit tagging. Radio telemetry is a common tracking method which uses a portable transmitter attached to the back of the animal. Researchers have to spend time and effort searching for the animals at regular intervals to gather their data. It can be used for both short and long-term data collection. It's commonly used to study behavior and movement patterns, and it can be applied to a wide range of species. Some advantages to radiotelemetry are that any deaths can be found, and the cause of death is often able to be identified. You can use telemetry to track behavior such as egg laying and hibernating, and it can help increase successful recaptures of this animal. There are disadvantages. These lizards prefer rough terrain and use small holes as refuge. So this makes placing external transmitters really difficult because we don't want to inhibit any natural behaviors or risk like it popping off. The Phrynosoma are small lizards, which also means that the transmitter needs to be very light, which imposes limits like the battery life. Pit tagging is another super common monitoring method. It is an invasive method, requires a tag to be inserted under the skin of the animal. The tags are small and they don't require batteries. They have unique codes that are read by a pit tag scanner. It's really great to identify individuals. It's very commonly used in marker capture studies, and it can be used to track movements of individuals. Advantages are that pit tags are not battery powered, so once they're implanted, they don't need to be changed or replaced, and they'll last as long as they stay in the animal's body. So they're very good for long-term studies. Body size doesn't usually limit pit tags in the same way that a transmitter does because the tag is small and internal. There's also less risk of predation due to a mark placed by researchers. Disadvantages are that recapture rate of Phrynosoma is pretty low, so more time and effort needs to be spent in the field actually finding the individuals, and the small size of young Phrynosoma may make it unsafe to inject pit tags. A less commonly used monitoring method would be using UV fluorescent powders. And these are non-toxic powders that glow under UV light. To apply it, the animal would be placed in a bag containing the powder and coated so that the powder sticks to the scales. Phrynosoma are really good candidates for this because they're highly keeled scales and it makes the powder stick a lot better and last longer. The advantages of this method would be that it's really affordable and super easy to implement, and it's easy to train people on how to apply it. Allows researchers to track the direct movement patterns because you follow and see the exact path the animal took after it was released. And it can be easily followed using a UV light. Also, this method has been successfully used on Phrynosoma in the past. Disadvantages would include increased predation risk due to covering the animal in really bright colors. The powder can be washed away by wind or like rain, and the researchers must be careful when applying the powder to not get it in the lizard's eyes and nose.
A minimally invasive way to track movements has been rising in popularity, and that is the use of this fluorescent powder. And the use of fluorescent powder allows you to see the specific path and movement your target is making. And because of this, we recommend using the powder for in-depth movement studies. And to help with the problem of low recapture rates with Phrynosoma species, we recommend using a remote pit tag reader along any well-known or established paths. And to avoid putting the horned lizard at higher risk of predation, you can mask You can match the color powder to those that would best blend in with its surrounding, such as yellow or orange powder if you were in a rocky habitat or green in a vegetative one.